No one really tells you this, but growing up in a small town can really shrink your ambition. All my life, I've wished I lived in a bigger city. I wish I wasn't born here. The lack of people, the lack of opportunity, the lack of things to do, especially growing up in a town in Canada where the winter is horrendous and you can't even go outside. You're stuck in the house all day. Which is why I'm making this video. I have nothing else to do and I've always wanted to make videos, so I was like, fuck it, let's try it out. This is probably going to be a shit video. It's my first type of commentary video, and I'm still figuring out the editing, the voiceovers, the noise reduction on my mic. It's going to take a while, but we'll figure it out. All my life I wish I lived in a bigger city, and one day I plan on moving to a bigger city in hopes to meet more people, more like-minded people like myself. People who are into video editing, music creation, production, just creative, like-minded people. There is not much creative people in these small towns, and when you find other creative people, you really have to hold on to them and get to know them. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's necessarily terrible. I have plenty of friends who do much greater stuff than me. They're way more successful, although I may not think they're on the same creative wavelength as me, into the same things, having the same topics they love, but that's okay. Also, I think we need to learn to love each other's differences. I think once we learn to love each other's differences, the world will be a much better place. One thing I hate about living in a small town is the lack of exposure. If everyone around you works the same types of jobs, your brain normalizes that ceiling, and you'll never realize that there's much higher ceilings to whatever you want, and there's a lot more opportunities in the world. Most of my family, friends, and just people I know in this town, they want you to get a job, go to school, which I think is a great thing, and honestly, I probably want to do that. But they don't talk about creativity, they don't talk about marketing or how to find your own path in this world creatively, whether that be making videos, making clothes, making art, drawing, and then you will never figure out how to market that and make it into your own income source. But I feel that living in a bigger city, there's just so much people doing so much more shit. You could go out and find people who are in the exact same space you want, just miles ahead, and you could learn from them, which is basically a mentor. That's always what I've wanted. One day I will figure out how to get a mentor. Next, there's a lot of social pressure. Trying to stand out feels cringe because everyone knows you. The fear of judgment is amplified. I know everyone my age in this city, and my fear of them finding out something creative I do does hold me back, but I'm trying not to let that stop me from reaching my goals of what I want to do. I think that's the cringiest thing ever, is being held back because of other people's opinions about what you like. What if I could blow up on YouTube, TikTok, or just anything on the internet, but my fear of judgment is what held me back all along, and I never actually tried. Because so far, that's how my life has been going. Then next, the comfort trap. There's cheap rent in small towns, familiar faces, you have a comfortable routine. It's easy to settle before you mean to, which, in a bigger city, sure, rent's more expensive, it's super uncomfortable, unfamiliar places, you may not have the same routine, but the journey of not knowing and just trying anyways is beautiful to me. When I lived in Calgary for about 5 months, it was the greatest time of my life at 18. It's one of my biggest regrets, is coming back to my small, shitty-ass town. Now, small towns don't have to kill your ambition, but you have to consciously fight the gravity. And it's not just Moose Jaw. It's the fear that if I don't move out soon, I'll become someone who never does. When I worked at Viterra a couple months ago, I worked there for 3 years, they would all say, for lifer, for lifer. That sucked. And I knew I could not work there for life. The way I quit was probably one of the dumbest things ever. I just no-showed. And I worked there for over 3 years. It was really stupid of me. I'm really good at making bad decisions. It's one thing I know about myself. I also know this. I know I'm smart. I know I'm ambitious. I know I love what I'm really passionate about, and I could really make something out of it. And that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I think you guys should do as well. I know every human on this earth has something they truly love, or even many things they truly love. And I know it's hard to stick to one thing, but you really just got to fucking put yourself out there and try. Run in a direction. I saw this quote the other day. I forget who said it or what it was exactly, but basically, it's better to run in the wrong direction. At least if you run in the wrong direction, you'll know that it was the wrong direction. But if you never try anything at all, you'll never know which is the wrong or right direction. And that's what I'm kind of doing with this. I'm just throwing myself out there. I'm gonna make 20 more videos, and we're gonna see what happens. I hope to keep getting better. I hope to improve my thumbnails, the way I talk, my video editing skills, my music making. I love music. I love beat making as well. One day I hope to be a producer or work with artists. Being an engineer would be insane. Watching Blackboy Max's streams of them making songs is one of the most inspiring shit ever. That's one person I love, Blackboy Max. He's my age, doing everything I wish I could have done. Is it because he was born in New York, well, New Jersey, and moved out to LA? Yeah, probably. There's no reason I can't do that as well. I want to get out of this shitty ass hometown and move to a big city like LA and network with people. That would be fucking insane. And who knows where life will take me in the future. Life is actually short, but really long. Like, even in the span of a few months, a lot can happen. You just really gotta try and really gotta work towards your goals. Well, let's see what happens, man.